Now, it's not often that you get to say in our lifetime that you get to see a bit of London Underground tube infrastructure close, but that is exactly what is happening this week. In the last week, this is your last chance to see the southbound Northern Line platform at Bank Station as you know it in its present form. There's a new tube map out, there's some works taking place, and we're going to go and have a look and discuss what's happening. The telltale blue hoarding is all in place on the very narrow platform, and as it goes, this is one of the last few times that this is happening. Let's watch it go. What's that? What's that? What's that? That is where they're going to be next week, knocking through to the new southbound platform. We'll get into it. Before we do, the first thing I want to do is go up to the ticket hall level, that way, and go grab one of the new January 2022 tube maps.
Please take extra care. The Waterloo City Line.
No maps. No maps. Fortunately, I carry my own supply of new tube maps with me. Can I borrow yours as well? I'll put them in the rack, and I'll redo the whole shot. Okay. YouTube will never know that I set that up. It'll be fine. Just one thing. Yeah, you could do it as a... Right, and then I'll add these in. Right, and I'll redo the whole shot. Max! Oh, thank goodness they've got some. Excellent. So this is the new January 2022 tube map, which is out. Looks like this inside, also available on the TfL website. The main thing you need to see is the sort of the dotted black and yellow line they've put in that shows the closure of the Northern Line that starts this Friday night after the midnight 32 train has been southbound from Bank Northern Line platform. That's it. That platform is getting filled in. No more. There is construction work taking place. But let's have a quick summary of everything that's new on the map, and then we'll discuss the Northern Line closure.
So looking at the new map, Sudbury Hill recently became the Underground's 90th step-free station, and is shown as such. And if you count up all the step-free stations on the tube map now, we've actually reached the halfway tipping point, with over 50% of stations on the tube map now being step-free. I suspect though that Thameslink won't be on the next map. That'll come out in May of this year when Crossrail finally opens. And talking of which, it's a shame there's no dotted line under construction for the new Purple Line on this map, but if you want to get a feel of what it's going to look like, then there's always this Future London map from several years ago which accurately shows where it will be. You'll also notice that the design for the new Northern Line extension that was on the map just last year has changed. Instead of the Battersea Droop, that's now gone to have been replaced with what people are calling the Keddington Kink instead. And getting back to the bankworks, which is why we're here, the yellow and black dotted line is now appearing on in-carriage line diagrams too, although it's not the first time that this section of the Northern Line has been closed. Here's my favourite example from 1996, when due to engineering works, trains were running in the northbound direction only, and it was shown on the map with one direction only arrows, something which I believe is still unique in tube map history to this day.
By the way, if you do come to Bank Northern Line, many people don't know that this staircase is here. So the Cornhill entrance, where there's 4 lifts, there's also a non-spiral staircase. It's just fun to do. Just come and walk the staircase. Which is obviously a 15-storey building. Hey, we got the gag in. Look at this, there's like a blank, completely blank white panel. And the blue panel, oh, this is where they're about to knock through. My friend's with me, but he doesn't want to be on camera, so I'm just talking to him. So they're about to knock through, that will be a way through from the northbound platform through into this area, which will become a passenger concourse. So we're on the northbound platform here. This blue bit here, look, this is all going. Look, this is all, you can see there, they've even started to strip it out. So they'll just wipe this all out, and this will just be like a walk-through bit. Presumably all of this is just going to be then walk through from the northbound side through to the concourse, which will then lead you to the new southbound side. They're expanding the whole station. Over there, on the other side of that wall, they're building a brand new platform. I'll do a diagram in a minute, although you should have already previously watched this video, which I've made. But it's just here to stress, look, this is very narrow, and you come through a very narrow passageway, and then you're onto the other platform here. This is the northbound platform. This stays, by the way. This is still going to be here. But this is going to be filled in, right? So as of Friday night, Saturday morning, this is going to be closed for 17 weeks until May, and they're going to fill in all of that track. This will become a passenger concourse area, and the other side of that wall, which is why those doors are there, is where the brand new southbound platform is currently being built. Here is the diagram.
The new wide platform, here's an artist's impression of what it's going to look like, has already been built, but now they need to connect it up. So during the 17-week closure, they're going to cut into the existing tracks either side of Bank Station and reroute the existing southbound line through the newly built platform. The old tracks will then get filled in, and along with the old platform, the whole area will be turned into a large passenger concourse, along with access to a new entrance to Bank that's being built up on the surface on Cannon Street. But more on that later.
Mainly for the archives, here's 30 to 60 seconds worth of shots of the southbound platform, because after this Friday, it is gone. So the train leads down to southbound, you've got the escalators here, this leads up to Monument. The Northern Line is of course a very good way to connect Monument through to Bank Station. It's like a complex, it's one station in effect. But what I do, if I turn around, you'll see here the excellent shot of both the southbound and the northbound. It's right-hand running, so the northbound is sort of on the wrong side. It will remain right-hand, wrong running, as it were. But also what I want to point out, you might be thinking this is like an Angel situation, or what was the other one, Angel or Euston, where they widened the platform. No, not the case, because those were true island platforms with no middle sort of, partition wall. Here there's a middle partition wall. If anything, this is a lot like London Bridge. So in a minute, after I talk about the new Cannon Street entrance, we'll go to London Bridge. Focus, we've come outside. Fresh air. I don't normally film at night, but we've come in the evening to ride the Northern Line in the evening. But that there, this building there, that is the new entrance to Bank Station, which they're building on Cannon Street. What I find particularly amusing about this is that Cannon Street station itself is just maybe 60 seconds walk that way, but Monument Station, the entrance to Monument has got like subways down, but from where that is to where the roundness is for Monument, it's got to be at most 50 meters, and you could walk it from there to there in about 20 seconds. I put it to you that this is going to be the closest distance between two separate tube station entrances. Anyway, but you go in here and that will then take you down to the southern end of the new and existing Northern Line platform, but this won't open until the end of 2022. So we've come to London Bridge, one stop south of Bank on the Northern Line, for a perfect example of what it's going to look like. In 1996, they did exactly the same here at London Bridge Station. Where I'm standing now, you can see the curve. This is where the old platform was and the old running tunnel was. So the platform was there and the tracks were here. And they put the new platform over there and the old existing one is still there. This is exactly what Bank is going to be like. Oh, there's going to be a new bus too, a temporary bus 733, if you like riding your buses, one to do, to just for the period of the closure, come ride the new bus route, which will run between Moorgate down to Kennington. So this is the northbound. I'm just going to cross over to here and for the last time get a train from the southbound.
Please stand back behind the yellow line at all times.
I am. Part of me wants to sort of put my arm out like as if it's a request stop. A request for one of the last few trains to stop at the southbound platform. This is it. It's the last time I'll ever do this. And you as well, mystery friend. Now holding my camera. Let's do it here. Farewell, old platform. Farewell. Quick, get aboard. Bye. Goodbye, old platform. That's the last time I'll do that. If all goes to plan, by May of this year, May 2022, the new platform will be open. There's a link to the TfL project page where there's more information, descriptions and maps about everything that's going on. Do check it out. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching. See ya.